The tactics you gained before have been arranged here. Use them properly to help contestant Luka achieve victory. The next opponent is called Gigantus. Shieldus? That doesn't sound like a person's name at all.
Maybe they are from a civilization that we are not familiar with.
The cosmos is so vast that it probably has all sorts of strange names. No matter how flashy their names are, only true strength matters when you step into the arena. Then let's see if his iron shield is tougher than my iron arm.
Dear spectators, welcome back to the Luminary Wardance Knockout Match Arena. The two sides in this match are Luka's Strong Arm and the Iron Shield, Gigantus Shieldus.
Am I hallucinating, or are you really carrying a shield from the Silvermane Guards?
I bought this from a flea market and felt like it was suitable for creating my personal brand. Iron Shield Gigantus Shieldus. His shield is gigantic!
So your name is actually a pun. That's awkward.
That's right. Isn't it ingenious?
Let's just start fighting.
We're in trouble now.
Not a step back! Here stands the Silvermane God!
Melt! Stand to earth!
Give it up!
Right on time. Yes, you!
Not a step back!
Leap through clouds!
Give it up!
Right on time.
Here stands the Silvermane God!
Yes, you! Right on time.
Step back!
What are you made of? Slap! Bring mountains!
Here stands the Silvermane God!
Enemy targets detected.
Eliminating
Yes, you!
Give it up!
Right on time. I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora! Melt!
Not a step back!
Mission command. Descend to earth!
Are you alright?
I'm okay.
Give it up!
Yes, you!
Here stands the Silvermane God!
Right on time. Yes, you!
Not a step back!
Let's be friends.
Use tactical codex to aid Luka during the match and nullify the opponent's offenses effectively.
Friends. Leap through clouds!
Give it up!
Right on time. 1,000 wonders to raise your fight is fun! Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora. Melt! Slap!
It's
I spent one whole year conceptualizing my personal branding Gigantus Shieldus. And I even sacrificed my training! I can't believe I still lost to your Iron Arm!
If you spent the time you used on conceptualizing those lame puns on training instead, you might actually have won.
But if I do that, then I wouldn't be able to create an impactful personal branding that sticks. If I cannot successfully promote myself, what good is my strength?
Personally, I think the media in developed regions like yours wield too much influence. So many people develop misconceptions similar to yours. Stop obsessing over lame puns, hype, catchphrases, and personal branding. Train hard and fight harder, and people will naturally remember your name. I'm considered a star back in my home world. Trust me, buddy. Things that rely on hype only stay popular for a few months. Fame earned through one's fists lasts forever.
What an exciting speech! I declare the winner of this match to be Luka Strongarm.
After fighting in so many knockout stages, I think our points should be enough. Time to head to the Sky Splitter's leaderboard to confirm her ranking.
Attention, all visitors. Travelers who have lost any belongings should stop by the Visitor Service Center for retrieval.
Let's see. Anecdotes from the Wardance Arena. Since its inception, the Shenzhou Wardance has consistently showcased a myriad of heroes. Yet, after each tournament concludes, only the winner becomes the talk of the town, and other participants are quickly forgotten. How tragic. Although I am not a martial artist, I have long held deep sentiments from watching the clashes of heroes and the rivalries of the mighty. Not wishing for these extraordinary tales from the arena to be lost to time and forgotten by all, I have taken up my pen to record their deeds, so that future generations may have a chance to appreciate their predecessors. 1. Neutron Swordmaster, a nameless swordmaster who showed up at the Wardance alone, carrying a pair of long swords forged from 2 neutron stars on their back, each 3 feet long. These indestructible swords cut through steel like a hot knife through butter. Only masters who have honed both their bodies and skills to perfection can wield them efficiently. In their first match, one worthy of being hailed as a clash of the finest heroes and blades, Neutron Swordmaster faced off against an opponent wielding a blade forged from a white dwarf. The two engaged in a fierce sword fight, thoroughly enjoying themselves as they pitted their skills against each other. Little did they know, however, that the intense clash between Neutron Star and White Dwarf would hammer out a mini wormhole right in the arena. In an instant, the wormhole swallowed Neutron Swordmaster's opponent whole, transporting them to an unknown corner of the galaxy. The fan-favorite Swordmaster was then tasked by the tournament organizers to find the missing contestant, leaving Shenzhou and embarking on a journey across the universe in search of them. As for what comes after, that's a story for another time. 2. Spider-Boy Dodo Koni. As you may know, the Wardance is not only open to the Shenzhou people, but also to the entire universe, often attracting skilled Outworlders to compete in it. In my opinion, the most outstanding Outworlder in this year's tournament is undoubtedly Spider-Boy Dodo Koni. By leveraging his biological advantage and undergoing relentless training, Dodo Koni can wield 8 different weapons simultaneously with his 8 arms, each using a combat technique corresponding to the weapon. It is said that before competing in the Wardance, Dodo Koni once trained under the galaxy's martial arts grandmaster, Wraith Cave. While under Wraith Cave's tutelage, Dodo Koni traveled to 8 planets with extreme environments, where he eventually mastered Octo-Realm, the famed ultimate technique that made him unbeatable in the arena. However, Dodo Koni ultimately did not make it to the end, instead falling on the stage in his 4th match. The reason? Being a telepathic spider, Dodo Coney was well past the age to be called Spider Boy. You guessed it right. He died of old age. 3. Void Song Whale Ulpo. If one were to ask me to name the contestant with the least showmanship in the war dance, it would undoubtedly be Ulpo, sect master of the Void Song Whale Fist, and one of the successors to Xianzhou's ancient pictographic boxing arts. Long before the tournament even began, this Vidyadhara martial artist had already garnered a large following among fellow practitioners due to his outstanding skills and good looks. His famous tagline, "None can withstand a strike of the Void Song Whale Fist. If they do, then knock them out with one more." And true enough, Ulpo has perfected this technique. Compared to the eccentric moves of his fellow sect members, Ulpo's battle style is remarkably straightforward. He simply strikes repeatedly with the Void Song Whale Fist, easily overpowering opponents with sheer brute strength. While I believe that martial arts should not only be practical but also aesthetically appealing, my opinion ultimately did not matter, as Ulpo had to withdraw from the tournament due to family disputes. A true shame. Daniil and Orumatan 14. The reason I've grouped these two together is not only because they are both Intellitrons. More importantly, they are both disciples of Wraith Cave and possess the special ability to predict their opponent's next move. Their formidable computational power allowed them to cruise through the tournament until they faced each other. In their match, Daniil went first and started predicting their opponent's next move. In keeping up with Daniil, Orumatan 14, too, began to predict the former's next move. In turn, Daniil went on to predict Orumatan 14's subsequent move, and so forth. Eventually, the two Intellitrons entered a logic deadlock where neither made a single move, and the helpless organizers had no choice but to carry them off the arena. Although the organizers in Xianzhou have expressed that these two contestants will retain their eligibility to participate in the next war dance, despite not finishing their match, I can't help but be concerned nonetheless. After all, even if countless Amber eras were to pass, their duel would likely remain unfinished. But I suppose this is a fine example of what an ancient Xianzhou martial artist once said. Students taught by the same master can never outplay one another. 5. Cloudfreed. In its long history, the rules of the Luminary Wardance have been changed and refined numerous times. However, there are always situations that defy common sense in this vast universe, putting everyone involved in a dilemma. This is also why Cloudfreed, a contestant unknown to most, has been included in these records. Cloudfreed's age and race are unknown, and the cloud metamorphosis technique they practice is characterized by the obfuscation of the boundary between material and consciousness. The further the practitioner advances in the technique, the more incorporeal their form becomes. Up until this point, readers of these records may be inclined to think that Cloudfreed is but one of the odder contestants in a field of masters. Yet, I would implore you to read on before jumping the gun. During the final match, Cloudfreed finally attained the ultimate form of this technique. Their corporeal body was stripped away until they fully became a spiritual being. To describe this phenomenon in a scientific manner, they had turned into a mimetic entity. Cloudfreed, as a mimetic entity, could not attack those with material forms. Similarly, their opponent had no way of hitting them either. The two could only stare helplessly at each other in the arena. According to the competition rules, a mimetic entity is ineligible to compete. But what if the contestant had had a corporeal form before stepping into the arena? This lack of clarification resulted in the organizers having a hard time determining the victor of this bout. Cloudfreed did not take this outcome to heart, however. After yelling, "I've finally done it!" he flew away from the arena, never to return again.
But Oh well.
Why not secretly learn some Xianzhou martial arts? Is the opponent a fellow Bojian?
Hey, looks like I've got enough points! How about it, coach? Let's get ready to challenge some powerful opponents!
All right, back to the lounge to prep for the match.
Okay, time to get fired up! Let's head back to the lounge.
Already a few matches have gone by in the blink of an eye. Have you gotten used to the situation, Luka?
Yes. I have. But the hallucinations are getting stronger. Could there actually be something wrong with me?
Could this be what they call a culture shock?
Can culture shock really cause such strong hallucinations?
It's possible. There was a scholar from the Intelligentsia Guild who wished for an audience with the erudition, no matter the cost. But he went mad the instant he laid eyes on Noose. The minds of organic life forms are very fragile.
You're starting to scare me now. Good thing I've got plenty of youth left to burn. I can't falter now. The next match is gonna be crucial. And my opponent is... I guess you can call her an old acquaintance.
You know Topaz?
Never met her in the flesh, but when Bellabug wouldn't know of her.
Oh, Miss Topaz is the cutest among the 10 stone hearts. I like her.
No offense, Miss Carmela, but I'm not keen on the IPC. They nearly turned my home into an asset that could be bundled and sold.
Mr. Luka, the IPC is a megacorp. It's easy to pin labels on people, but at the end of it, everyone we meet is living flesh and bones, with feelings. I'm also an IPC staff member. Do you hate me too?
I spoke out of turn. Please forgive my rudeness, Miss Carmela. You're right. You're right. I should find out what kind of person Topaz is for myself.
Obtained tactical beverage.
Topaz, the IPC's participating representative. Honestly, I don't really hate her. I heard she was the one who granted the time extension. Maybe she's not so bad after all. But I have a certain instinctive wariness of those bigwigs from the IPC. No, I can't let that fear control me. If she's my opponent, I will let her witness our strength. I can't lose to her.
Luka, are you ready to fight?
I'm ready.
I'm also ready to record some footage. You've obtained a tactical beverage. You can equip tactical beverages here.
Select a suitable tactical beverage before the match to gain the combat buff.
Next in the ring, two competitors with a deep-seated rivalry. The atmosphere is already charged with tension before the first punch has even been thrown. You can feel the fireworks are about to explode. In the blue corner, representing Team Belobog, Luka Stronga. In the red corner, it's the liquidating specialist of the International Peace Corporation, Topaz the Debt Retriever.
Who would have thought the people of Yorilo 6 would start making waves in the cosmos? It's a pleasure to see you here at the Wardance.
I'm really looking forward to this match too, Miss Topaz. This is a great opportunity for us to showcase our Belabogian pride to you.
It's been a while. Why did you come to participate in the Wardance?
This is a momentous event that only happens once every few Amber eras. The IPC regards the Sanjo Alliance as a close friend. Of course we have to attend. I hear you're Team Belobog's coach, which really surprised me. The Astral Express helped mediate Belobog's debt previously, and now you're assisting them in the Wardance. When a child is growing up, they need to learn to find their own footing in the world.
The Belabogians have always lived under difficult conditions. We children already knew our path forward long ago.
A lofty proclamation. I harbor no ill will towards Belobog. I merely wish to see if, after evading that debt crisis, the people of Belobog can truly stand on their own. If we rely too much on the charity of major influences to help us overcome hardships, they will never truly become free, but rather remain a servant under the illusion of freedom.
The people of Belobog have never been servants!
I apologize. Just speaking my mind. It appears I've ruffled some feathers. Time to get on the stage, Luka of Belobog.
You said it! Let's go!
We may not call upon the overlords yet, but that doesn't mean we'll go easy on you.
Trickier to crack. Time for a plunge.
It's better to make no move. More seasoning.
Those who can knock down Luka, I'll be sure to give you an excellent score in your performance evaluation.
Presents. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion. May as well kill them all.
Coming in hot. Get in there, Luka!
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed. Can I have fun this time?
Stand still.
How about letting the enemy strike first?
I weep for the departed. too shall fall.
Legendary.
More season.
Another journey begins. On still waters of oblivion. I weep for it too shall fall.
Your subordinate forces have almost been whittled down. Topaz is preparing to take to the field herself.
Not like I have a choice. If you want something done properly, do it yourself.
Madam Colia?
Huh? What did you just call me?
It appears Luka is dazed all of a sudden.
No! It's nothing. Come at me, Miss Topaz! No. My hallucinations are getting worse.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before proceeding?
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Looks like it's time to get serious. Tremble before my power.
More enemies. Time for a fun.
Witness the avalanche.
Coming in hot. Get that Luka!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Tremble before my power.
I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before proceeding?
The eternal breeze will bury you. Judgment of eternal winter! I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Tremble before my power.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Destined for oblivion.
Can I have fun this time?
It's better to make no move. More season.
Again, I weep for the departed.
Everyone is screaming for the
by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before playing?
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Cut in the net.
More enemies. Time for a bug.
How about letting the enemy strike first? A little more shit.
You fight well, Mr. Luka. But it's time to end this game of playing house.
Opponent has stepped up their offense. They're probably trying to end it quickly. Get off worker.
Stand still.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Time for a bug. This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Apologies, but it looks like this match that should have been yours will end here.
Witness the avalanche! Judgment of eternal winter! Strong. She wasn't even using her power just now.
Cornered by Topaz. Tired of this precarious predicament.
Luka, get it together. Throw a punch. Keep moving, Luka. The boxing champ of Boulder Town can't fall here.
Another journey begins. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before playing?
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Still waters of oblivion. Free will, or was it fate?
Relax.
More enemies.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Another journey begins.
Stand still.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
here, why not have a meal before food?
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
Huh. More enemies. Time for a buzz.
Free will, or was it fate? I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
And the winner is Luka Strongarm! Team Belobog has proven its superiority and defended its honor. What a roller coaster of emotions.
Unbelievable. Isn't that Snowy Owl an IPC employee? Why is he getting so sentimental? Luka, you fought well. Victory is yours.
You pulled your punches, Miss Topaz. Do you think so little of me?
You're mistaken. For the 10 stone hearts, going all out is something we only do in life and death situations. This is nothing but a casual spar. Best that everyone emerges unscathed without a scratch. We don't want the IPC's protective gear sales to take a hit now, do we? You took the win. Have more faith in yourself. This was a hard-earned victory. And with all due respect, it was you who underestimated me, right?
Of course not. I wouldn't dare look down on one of the IPC's legendary employees.
You peg everyone with an IPC job title as one of their lapdogs. You think we've sold our souls and become servants for profit. Don't deny that. I know that look all too well. The IPC doesn't need fleeting, intangible goods like souls. They only want profit. My home and Belobog aren't so different. We are all struggling to eke out an existence in this merciless universe, hell-bent on living long enough to touch happiness. And the messengers of the Amber Lord gave me that chance. Just as I, on behalf of the IPC, am giving you that exact same chance. So, you understand now? We have much, much more in common than you think, Luka. I hope that Belobog can find the strength within to lift itself up. Now, you've left your city in hopes of getting the cosmos to notice you, and that's certainly admirable. But in this cosmos full of selfishness and malice, are you truly prepared to face even greater crises? Whether you are or not, I wish you the best of luck. Keep it up, and keep winning matches. I've had my fill, so I should be leaving. I have a lot of negotiations to attend to back on the Luofu.
Miss Topaz, wait. It wasn't my intent to look down on you. I believe anyone striving to survive is truly remarkable.
Don't take it to heart. Isn't it a tradition to trash talk each other before a match starts?
Sometime later, at the venue of the Luminary Wardance press conference.
Congratulations to Luka for winning this match, and thank you to his coach Tisoy Pox for accepting this interview. To the journalists who have arrived at the site, please situate yourselves appropriately, maintain your distance, and get your questions ready according to procedure. We are now ready for Coach Tisoy Pox to answer some questions from journalists. Please keep your responses brief.
Front row, first from the left.
Please ask your questions.
Carmela, Inter-Astral Peace Entertainment. Firstly, congrats to both you and Luka, Coach Tisoy Pogs. It was a thrilling fight.
Thank you.
I've noticed that Luka's strong arm is on a hot streak, something he eventually used to gain the upper hand and oust his opponent. But we've noticed that midway through the match, Luka appeared somewhat dazed, like he is experiencing hallucination. Regarding this hallucination, I wonder if Coach Tisoy Pogs has any comments.
Hallucinations aren't all that bad. Athletes do plenty of image training in their regiments. As far as I know, some even train by visualizing themselves to fight mantises that are as tall as them. So it's not entirely a bad thing for Luka to see hallucinations during fights. Imagining different opponents, how they will strike, and how you will counter them. These are all common occurrences. Luka has long been accustomed to such situations, so everyone need not worry.
I see. Thank you for your answer. Later on, I noticed Coach Tisoy Pogs making a tactical change, and it is because of this change that Luka won. Is there anything you can share regarding this?
It's all about opportunity when you revise your strategy. It's all about precise timing when it comes to tactical adjustments. This is the clash between coaches.
Coach Tisoy Pogs is amazing!
Alright, that's it for your questions. Coach Tisoy Pogs, please choose another journalist.
Front row, second from the left.
Please ask your questions.
Coach Tisoy Pogs, Xianzhou Martial Elite Network Special Correspondent. Guinaifin here. First off, congrats on the win.
What news network again?
Someone gave me a journalist pass, so just take it and run, all right? Many predicted that Luka would lose the match, yet Luka clinched the win in the end as the underdog. To those media outlets that didn't favor your odds, Coach Tisoy Pogs, do you have anything to say to them?
I'd suggest you all quit the media industry. With such amateur forecast analysis like theirs, I think they should just quit the industry.
That's the Coach Tisoy Pogs I know. Such poise. But many netizens have commented that Luka seemed like two different people. From his performance in the first and second halves, there are some who even suggest that Luka should be subjected to a doping test. Regarding this point, would Coach Tisoy Pogs like to clarify?
He'll do it. We're not afraid of the truth. Luka was subjected to drug tests, both before and after the competition. Is there any need to have it done again? Luka is a respectable contestant, and all I can say is, facts speak louder than words.
All right, that's it for your questions. Thank you, Coach Tisoy Pogs, for your insightful answers. Today's Q&A ends here. Media personnel, please leave the area in an orderly and civil fashion.
Now that the routine interview is over, it's time to get down to business. Sometime later, near the Sky Splitter newsstand.
The latest edition of Luofu Sports Illustrated is out. Let's see what exciting news is in store. Revenge of the Rural Boy. 10 stone hearts knocked out in surprise loss. Contestant Luka maintained his frontal assault throughout the first half of the match. However, all of his punches were easily deflected by contestant Topaz. The shift happened in the second half after Coach Tisoy Pogs set up a new strategy. Contestant Luka changed tactics behind his attacks and went for a more coordinated style, trying to win through rapid attacks. At the end, contestant Luka scored more valid points and won by points. Rumor debunked. Coaching staff responds for the first time over the doping allegations. Rumors have surfaced on the net recently about contestant Luka doping on banned substances. In response, the coaching team has issued a statement clarifying that contestant Luka's victory was won fair and square. They urge the public not to believe or spread these unfounded claims. So, let's give that a rest, fam. Please be reminded that if you spread rumor more than 500 times, the Realm Keeping Commission is gonna come and knock on your door via the internet. These journalists really will sensationalize anything and everything. Gotta watch my words next time. Getting off to such a great start in his first face-off match should give Luka a confidence boost. Although Luka's hallucinations have been getting more and more intense, I have to think of a way to stop them. Luka has his own supporters now, and this is wonderful news. Luka should be back at the lounge now. Let's take a walk nearby and look for him.
The red-haired boy has some moves.
Didn't you say it was a guaranteed win?
My hallucinations are getting worse. When I was fighting Topaz, do you know who I saw? I saw Madame Cocolia standing at the other end of the ring, summoning blades of ice aimed at me.
Maybe the Supreme Guardian is watching over you.
How's that watching over me? Raining down a hail of ice on my face? I really hurt.
Oh, I know! It's gotta be some IPC baddie dressed up as the Supreme Guardian so you would hesitate to attack Topaz!
There's a break coming up, so there won't be any fights. Luka, you can use this chance to rest and recuperate.
I do need a break. I'm not actually an Iron Man or anything. Speaking of which, Pitchtar Cook the Great, what are you doing here on your own? Where'd Svarog go?
Svarog said he needed to do some data sampling. He asked Hook to wait for him here and not disturb Luka. Hook has been a goodie and waiting here alone.
Data sampling? Forget it. It's not something I should be worrying about. Coach, I think I need to get my symptoms looked at. But where can I see a doctor on the Xianzhou?
Let's go to the Alchemy Commission. I know someone there.
Please, if you don't mind. I hope they're as good as Natasha.
Peasley Pugs, please help me out. Can you take Luka to the Divination Commission? I don't think he knows the way.
Okay, no problem. But why does he need to go to the Divination Commission?
It's about Igor. Can you let him know? The Divination Commission said that the jade pendant we brought them is actually a jade abacus. You should know what that is. It contains Igor's records. I think Luka would definitely be interested. I'll wait for you at the Divination Commission.
What does the Divination Commission do again?
A simple explanation would be that they are the Information Technology Department on the Xianzhou. They are mainly responsible for predicting the future.
Predicting the future. I guess they're kind of a big deal. At first I thought she was a little awkward, but I guess she just doesn't like socializing. What should we do first? See a doctor or go to the Divination Commission?
It's more important to see a doctor. Let's go to the Alchemy Commission first.
I agree. If the hallucinations are getting bad, we should see a doctor sooner rather than later.
I wanna go too! I wanna go too!
What did Svarog say? Pitch Dark Hook the Great isn't allowed to disturb Luka.
But this lounge is so small and boring. I can't show off my moves in a tiny place like this.
Then, Pitch Dark Hook the Great, shall I take you to Arum Alley to eat yummy food? Have you ever eaten a song lotus cake that chirps?
I've never eaten it before. What's that? If I can taste this sun blotter's cake, I'll make you the mole's grand captain of gourmet discovery!
Thank you, Pitch Dark Hook the Great! Let's set off right now.
Miss Carmela is such a kind person. She could get along with Hook so quickly. Okay, Coach. We should get going too.
The shining golden side. Let your inner spark ignite. Find a treasure, a growing bright. Reach your forehead and take a flight. Lucky or not, at least you tried. Chin up, in yourself confined.